So it's child safety for us at Trinity College is ensuring as a school community our students, their parents and carers and our staff really understand that our environment is going to be an environment where our students want to be able to come to school to learn, and they will learn in a secure environment where they feel safe talking to the staff, talking to their parents and communicating with us over any concerns they might have. It's perhaps always been part of our ethos here. Part of our community is to be able to ensure that the students are well supported through our pastoral care program. Perhaps it's been more formalised since the child safe standards have come along. And for us over the last 12 months we've still had a fair journey to be able to really build our practice back in through our policies, back into the communication with our parents in a more formal way than perhaps we had in the past. So teenagers, as per adults I suppose, are a mix of introverts, extroverts and in between. Some are very confident in talking to their friends but not so authority figures. Some are very comfortable striking up relationships with the adults in their lives, and for us we want to be able to have a significant adult here via a teacher or a staff member that every student in our community can approach and talk to, raise concerns with. So if they feel there's something in their life which isn't perhaps going 100% or makes them feel a bit ill at ease, they know that there's someone to be able to talk to. One way we formalise that through the child safe standards is the introduction of our child safety officers. Our students have certainly been made aware of the role of the child safety officers, and we've also set up an anonymous email in that the students are able to send an email to a safety@ email address, and that goes to our child safety officers so that they can then contact that person if need be, or if there's another issue to be able to put some steps in motion to ensure the students are looked after. So whether they're introverted or extroverted, we'd hope that they'd be able to have someone in our school community or a means of communication in our school community, so if they're not feeling safe, they can contact someone and let us know.
Everyone, I think, feels protected, everyone that I've spoken to. This school's a great place to come because we have lots of families in the community that may not feel safe at home. And we know whenever we come to school that we will be safe, we will be protected. There's people we can talk to.
Research certainly indicates, and we'd support it here anecdotally as well, and I think gut feel would always say that there's a clear link between the student feeling safe and secure, having a positive well-being, to then the outcomes when it comes to learnings. And we've made it a fair priority here to look at what are the learning outcomes our students need to be able to achieve, and match with that, are they in positive relationships to enable that to happen. If they're feeling safe, if they're feeling secure, the learning can happen.
So at the moment, I think it's during Year 9, we have a Seeds Day where we're split into boys and girls, and we're spoken to by the wellbeing officers that work here. There's also the child protection officers, and we have 2 at this school, and they have an anonymous email account that you can send any issues you may have or anything like that. And as well, we have the Wellbeing Centre, everything like that, and homeroom teachers, Year 11 coordinators, anything like that. If we have an issue, we can go to them.
Regarding our child safety officers, we took a deliberate step to appoint our deputy principal as one of the child safety officers in a senior role, because this person is able to have a clear understanding of many of the requirements at a legislative level, but also knows the contacts within our local community and wider community to contact in the first port of call at a senior level. We also have a non-teaching member of staff as the other child safety officer who works in the school as our compliance officer. So she's across all aspects of the school, from OH&S regulations right through to our policies when it comes to wellbeing, pastoral care, learning policies as well. I find having a non-teaching staff member is also beneficial because it does give the students a point of call to someone who they might say, I'm not comfortable talking to a teacher, but I am talking to this person. Additionally, we decided not to use our wellbeing officers because they're an important cog in the process that can hook up and provide support to our students without them being the designated child safety officer.
Year 10s at this school, they have sort of almost a buddy system with the Year 7s. So a couple of Year 10s will be with like a group of 7 or 8 Year 7s, and they help them out with like little things around the school, and if they ever have any issues they can go see them.
Within Catholic education, and perhaps within the Ballarat Diocese, we've certainly been touched by the Royal Commission and have really come around to a clear understanding of the impact that child sexual abuse has had in such a profound way in members of our local communities and the wider communities. And it's important that our school communities, our students, our staff, our parents and carers have got a great understanding and appreciation that our schools have changed over the past number of years, that perhaps Catholic schools are safer now than what they ever once were. We've worked very diligently over the past couple of years since the Child Safe Standards has come in, and even before that, to ensure that what has happened at some schools and some institutions and some communities in the past won't happen again at our school. We want to be able to provide our students and give their parents and carers an assurance, as well as support our staff to know that our school is the safest school it can be. The conversation of a student being able to approach a staff member and say as simple things as, this is what I got for lunch today, and the staff member being able to join in that relationship. Because if that fosters a positive relationship and a relationship that's based on mutual trust, that for me is going to allow our students to be more comfortable and confident in talking with our staff members about matters which may be of more concern to them. For the past number of years we've been building in child safety into our master planning process, and when we sit to give our architect briefs about what our new buildings should look like, we certainly include aspects of a lot of glass to be able to maximise visible learning, to be able to maximise staff being able to walk through corridors, see into the learning spaces. It does provide our staff and our students, and by extension I think parents and carers, a level of security knowing that these are very visible buildings, and what occurs in there should be opened up, people should be able to see this, it should be a safe and secure environment for them.
Feeling safe as a young child is very important. It shapes you for the rest of your life. If you don't feel safe at school, how will you be able to learn properly to be able to get a job for the future, that sort of thing?
Being a Catholic school, we need to be able to provide more than just an excellence in academia. We need to be able to support our students to develop holistically, to be able to develop physically, spiritually, emotionally. They need to have a sense of their obligation to their own well-being and the well-being of others. And we would hope through our responses, not only to the child safety standards, but also in what we do every day as a Catholic school, we can provide that holistic education for our students.